But who can heal? Who can heal time? I know you made your mistakes. It's a natural act of imperfect act. And in fact, is it really, really such a crime? In events such as these, when our answers proceeded to riddle, 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 riddle in a rhyme. It's a riddle in a rhyme. All through the obstacles around, it's truly only freedom that surrounds. With every breath, a living voice. With every rest, yes, there is a choice. And to see what you want to see, for it to be there must surely be mountains to climb, cliffs to scale, bridges to build, and we will persevere. And we will persevere. And we will persevere. Of imperfect act, and in fact, is it really, really such a crime? In events such as these, when our answers proceeded to riddle, 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 riddle in a rhyme. With a riddle in a rhyme. It's a riddle in a, it's a riddle in a. It's a riddle in a, 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 it's a riddle in a rhyme.
Hey guys, welcome to the Dave Darren Show. Good to see some of you guys join. Good to see Richard. Good to see Bree. Good to see Terry. And let's talk about, this is what I want to talk about. We're going to talk tonight about social media, YouTube, and Facebook, okay? We're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about interpretation and misinterpretation. I've got something to point out to you guys. We all use social media way, way, way too much, don't we? Aren't we all guilty of that? Aren't we all guilty of? Now, I'm not guilty of this because I don't do it. Are we guilty of being on the phone, in our car, text messaging? I am not guilty of that. By the way, I'm not even guilty of that when I'm stopped at a stoplight where we got about 2 minutes to wait, where everyone then decides to go on their cell phone, and then as soon as the light turns green, they ain't moving. I don't do that either. I don't use a cell phone at all when I'm driving. I do use Bluetooth, by the way. So when my phone rings, I've got the ability to press a button and answer it over the car speakers. And I see a lot of people have newer cars than I do. I mean, my wife has a newer car than me, but all my cars are from the 70s and 80s. I see all these people around, they've got all YouTube. They've all got Bluetooth in their cars. Are they just too friggin' lazy to connect it and make it a safe transportation, not only for you or for the people around you? So we're going to talk about social media tonight. I'm going to tell you what I interpreted incorrectly. However, I still think the topic is legitimate because I think the very last part of this that I'm going to bring up is still valid. So here we go, guys. Here we go. Here's what happened. I'm on social media today. I'm on Facebook today, all right? I'm like all you other guys on Facebook. I'm on Facebook today. So, all right? I go here. Here's the initial thread. I put this thread up. And let's see. I'll bold it up so you guys can see it. And I said, this is the initial post I made. America, we are becoming so offended that it's actually damaging our freedoms. Now, what do you guys think that or not? I believe that our constant complaining, moaning, and groaning about everything we're offended about is starting to damage our freedoms. And it damages our freedoms on social media, right? We now have to comply with YouTube to indicate to that our content is made for kids. Now, you don't understand that either. And let me put this up here. Here's the one. Here's what I went to do. I went to post a video that I did. I did a remix of the video I did with Christine, right? So when I was posting it, I saw this little thing on YouTube. And it says, you are legally required to comply with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. Another pain in the ass thing. Another protection act we got to worry about. And all other laws, you are required to say this is made for kids. Now, I don't understand that either. I don't understand that. I mean, I could understand more if we were talking about telling people who might visit our YouTube thread or our YouTube channel that the videos that we do should not be viewed by children. I get that one more than I get now that we have to put that is the video made for kids. Here it is. Required to tell us if your videos are made for kids. Now, I don't understand that. The only thing I could think of that would benefit would be if somebody was actually doing stories or books specifically for kids. Then it would make it easier for someone searching YouTube through some kind of search engine to search for books made for children, videos made for children, YouTube live shows for children. I understand that, but why does everybody have to say if this video is intended for children? Because it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. So, like I said here, if you want a made-for-kids YouTube platform, then create an only-for-kids platform for YouTube. And, of course, the harassment policy. And you know, and I won't get into Tony, but Tony Moreno, moron, who was actually on my Facebook group page and actually posted something today as well. Now, he's blocked me, so I can't see what he's posted, but you guys are sending me actually what he's posting on his page. So it's kind of interesting. He was actually on the thread, actually saying things to people, and he was using vulgarities to some of the people that I saw. So is that harassment? It is. I would assume that's harassment, right? So now let's get on. This is what happened after that. So I posted all this stuff based upon those two things that I saw, and I'll show you what they were again. The one was on children, and the other one was for harassment. So I'll blow this one up for you too. We may change to a harassment policy to better protect both creators and users from abuse. All right, blah, 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 right? Okay, so then actually after I posted that, I think Terry was the one, she said she couldn't read what was posted. So someone else came in here. Here's a reply, and this is what was said. And I blocked out the person's name to protect the innocent, all right? So we made, and this is what the person says. We made changes. Now, whenever I say we made changes, I'm thinking we, the person posting this, works for YouTube. So I'm reading it, and remember I said what tonight's show is about social media and misinterpreting social media. So when I read this and it said, we made changes to our harassment policy to better protect both creators and users from abuse while making sure YouTube continues to be a place for free expression, all right? By the way, it's not a place for free expression. Neither is Facebook. They are very picky and choosy about what they judge to be harassment, what they judge to be inappropriate content. Who on that board is members of each group? I don't like the censorship that YouTube puts out there. You have the ability, if you don't like a YouTube show, then you do not make sure that you're a member of that. You don't subscribe to that YouTube channel. If you don't like somebody on Facebook, I didn't particularly like Tony, but I let him linger on there, and he's complaining that I let people critique him, yet he's the one in there being vulgarly offensive to some of the people that are members of the Dave Darren group. And I let him go on because I chose not to censor him until he got out of hand, and I didn't even have to censor him. He blocked me, so he self-censored himself. But he's all in an uproar because he's saying I did not manage and admin my group to censor the people that were talking about him. Yet he was talking more about them than they were about him. He's insane. But so YouTube and Facebook, I don't believe that they're really fair entities. But what I was getting at is, if you read this, we may change our harassment policy. Whenever you see someone say we're thinking that they are members of the we. They are part of the we. So when I read that this person was working for YouTube. And then she commented on the second line, children's online protection thing. So I read this and I thought that this person was part of YouTube. So I thought, wow, this is great. I can talk to somebody specifically about YouTube. All right. So here's what took place after that. Let me remove this one. Hang on. So I went to the employee's Facebook page because I wanted to see if this person was working for YouTube. I want to see what kind of individual this was. So I get on their YouTube channel, her YouTube channel. Now I blocked out the name again to keep the people anonymous. But this is what I see. And you can see up here where it says, before yesterday was the name of the person. And there was someone actually that posted this and get the hell off of my lawn. I guess that's another Facebook group thing. And it's a cat inside of a washing machine. So, you know, when I saw this, the animal lover that I am, and we just had a dog that passed away, and we've got a couple cats. When I saw this, and actually my wife walked in the room, and she saw it, and she was pretty disturbed about it. Not only because it's a still image, but someone decided to make a little video of this, a little moving GIF, and this is what it looked like. Let me see if I can find it. There it is, and the cat is spinning around inside the washing machine. So when I saw this, you know, the first thing I thought in my mind, I thought two things. I thought, first of all, you got a cat inside the washing machine that probably can't get out. You know, the sides of the washing machines are pretty slippery. And on the top, it's actually bowed. So I don't think the cat could jump out of there, or I guess they can because they got athletic, strong legs. They won't have to claw themselves out. They could probably jump out, but the first thing I thought of is the cat's in there, an enclosed area, and it's probably not comfortable with that, and I would expect it is not comfortable with that, right? And then the other thing I thought of, this is the major problem I had with it, and I'll put the picture up there again. Let's see if I could find it. Where is it? How come I can't find things quickly when I need them? I can find everything else except for that. Unbelievable. Oh, here we go. No, that's the wrong one. Jeez. I'm ill-prepared tonight, aren't I? I'm usually a lot more on my game, but it's a Sunday night. Here we go. So the first thing I thought of when I saw this was that the cat's in there, and it's going around in a circle. It's not comfortable. It's frustrated. It's confused. It's irritated, but the most important thing I thought of in this is the kid's going to see this. A young kid's going to see it, and they're going to mimic. They mimic things. Kids mimic things. They take things, and then they decide, you know what? Let me try that. So a kid's going to get their little cat and going to put it inside of the washing machine. And then some kids may go over beyond that. They may close the lid and turn the washing machine on. So here's what I saw. In other words, the first thing I put is I put a commentary about Facebook's or about YouTube's two things that they got out there. They got the harassment thing going on, and they got the now we have to post if a video is for children. We got to do that. And then I saw someone making commentary sort of indicating that this individual worked for YouTube. So I thought, well, cool, let me check and see what this person has to say about her working environment at YouTube. Then I see this video here. This is a still image, but you saw the video a second ago. And when I saw this, I thought, is this cruelty to animals? You got the cat inside the washing machine. How did it get in there? Did it accidentally crawl in there? And if it did, maybe you should close the lid of your washing machine so the cat doesn't go in there. And then, but the main thing I thought of is, and you can tell me if I'm a little whacked on this, but the main thing I thought of is kids. They'll say they're over or they're watching YouTube. Now, this is not going to be one that's going to be censored out by adult content, right? You put child protections on your YouTube and stuff like that so children can't see stuff. Children would probably see this. This is not going to get censored out by a child protection thing on YouTube. So they're going to see the cat in the washing machine. A little kid's going to think it's a game. And they're going to say, let's replicate this game. Let's put our family cat inside the washing machine. And some kids, not knowing any better, they're going to say, they're going to press a button, maybe even by accident. And then the cat's going to be in the washing machine with the water coming up and spinning. Now, if the cat can jump out of there, that's great. But maybe the kid then decided he can't put on the washing machine with the lid open, so he closes the lid and then the cat's in the... So this is the first thing I thought of. And I thought about, if YouTube would see this and they would remove it from content. I don't know. I'm going to read some of what you guys say. I think most of you guys are going to say, Dave is overreacting. Stop worrying about shit like this. Let's see what people say. Cool shirt. I get all my shirts, by the way. I put up another post today. I'll give you a little bit of a background on this one. I get my shirts usually from eBay. And they're shirts that are sold by people that sell shirts. I don't know how they get them. I don't know if they go to, what's the one we got here in Arizona? Saks off Fifth Avenue. But they buy these shirts, and they're brand new shirts. They put them on eBay. And instead of being like, this shirt was like, I think $280. Instead of that, it was like $180. So it was $100 off, so I bought it. Recently, the Supreme Court, this is how everything is getting more and more messed up. The Supreme Court went in there and they made a ruling on online shopping. So now all of the states, including Arizona, can now put a sales tax on online shopping. If you remember before when you bought stuff on eBay, there was no sales tax. And I understand for the brick and mortar stores that the online storefronts were damaging them because when you go to a store in your neighborhood, you have to pay the sales tax in the state or the city that you live in. When you went to an online store like eBay used to be, there was no sales tax. Often free shipping, and you get some pretty good discounts. It was damaging Saks Fifth Avenue by having someone buy something from off Saks Fifth Avenue, having it for free shipping and no sales tax, and I'm getting a really good deal on these shirts. Now all of a sudden the Supreme Court ruled on it, and now eBay, every single sale on eBay now has a sales tax, depending on what state you live in. If you live in Delaware, where it's home of tax-free shopping, there is no sales tax. But if you live in Arizona with 8.3% sales tax, anything you buy now has a sales tax of 8.3% for a $200 shirt. So you're going to pay $16 for this shirt, $16+ for this shirt. And you know, the people that are selling stuff, a lot of them are people selling stuff on eBay like it's a garage sale, right? They don't sell they don't sell hundreds of shirts. They sell one shirt and then they'll sell one bicycle tire. They're not online stores. It's one guy selling on eBay that is not selling in his garage sale because there's no garage sale going on this weekend. So now, you know, the way I jeopardize eBay, it's not eBay's fault. It's the Supreme Court, and it's actually the states that decided, well, great, we can collect this extra tax revenue because the Supreme Court now ruled in favor of it. So let's grab some more money out of these people's pockets. So what I do now is, fortunately, I've got like 30 of these shirts. I've got 30 long sleeves, and I got like 22 short sleeve shirts. I got like 53 of these shirts. That's why you see me wearing all these wacky shirts. It's cooler now, so now I'm wearing the long sleeve shirts. But I'm not buying any more shirts on eBay. Screw it. I'm not doing it. That's my protest to the Supreme Court. It's a damaging of the economy. And actually, I called up eBay and I complained about it. And 2 people on eBay that I'm talking to who work for eBay said that they cut down on their purchasing on eBay, the company they work for, because they don't like the sales tax either. So there we go on that. Someone made a comment about my shirt, and I progressed it into a long commentary about sales taxes, Supreme Court, and eBay. Let's see, and that was Terry who said cool shirt. Doesn't YouTube have a kids channel? You know, I don't know. I don't look into it because obviously I don't do kids broadcasting, so I don't know. Richard says, yes, they do. Yeah, so WTF, right? So in other words, I don't understand why content providers like me now on YouTube, and it's an easy thing to do, so why am I complaining so much? But I'm complaining because WTF do I have to do this? Whenever I put something on YouTube now, I actually have to go and say, is this made for children? And I have to click the button if it is. And mine aren't, so I don't click the button because my videos are not made for children. But there's not a button there that says inappropriate for children. Wouldn't that make more sense to have a button that says this content is inappropriate for children? Like going to a movie where you're going to an R movie. Kids can't go in there alone unless they're a certain age, right? I forget what the age is because I only go to X-rated movies now. I don't go to PG movies or PG-13 or R movies. I go right to the XXX movies. I don't go to those other movies. But the reality is, why does YouTube have us as content providers pressing a button that says this content is made for children? Shouldn't it say this content should not be viewed by children? Wouldn't that make more sense? So I don't understand the idiot mentality of that in itself. It's just as stupid. I think it's let's see. Yes, so Terry agrees, yes, cruelty. I believe so. You know, it might be cats hate water. But, you know, now we looked at that image, that still image. There wasn't water in it. But let's see what John says. Is it a cat? Yes. I thought it was dirty clothes. So Richard says, poor kitty. And that's strange because Richard always makes wacky comments about stuff like this and about cat ladies. So Richard usually makes comments about cat ladies, and here he's saying poor kitty. So you know what? Do you get my point a little bit? Do you get that just a little tiny bit? And like I said, the misinterpretation of social media, where everyone relies on social media, sushi media. Everyone relies on social media. I still can't say it. I'm thinking about, I'm hungry. I want to eat some sushi. Everyone thinks about social media, I said it right that time, as being their format for gathering everything that they believe in the news and the media. They believe it all. They believe it all. They're on social media all the time. How many of you guys actually cross-reference to see what you're reading, if it's accurate or not? Do you just go to one news source? Do you just go to Fox or CNN and believe what they're telling you without doing your own research? Because how many of us have time to cross-reference to that degree anyway? Because everything now is so one way or the other to get an equal footing on what's real by trying to figure out what is common between the right and the left, or this commentary and this commentary. To get a common agreement to see what's really, really factual is next to impossible. So like I said, this whole thing I'm talking to you about tonight is the fact that I put a post out there critiquing YouTube and their harassment posture, and how much harassment is, who's interpreting harassment, who is doing it. I got 2 things blocked. I got one thing blocked on YouTube when I put a comedy thing, a little comedy skit about Obama's wife, Michelle. And there's been other people who have said Michelle is packing something down there. I put a comedy thing out there. It got blocked. I got a warning. I got a second one for something I did for Miller Zobs. You remember him? Now, I'm sure he complained about it. And then when he complained about it, probably YouTube researched it, and they made some judgment that I was harassing Miller based upon doing comedy. How much harassment is there on Saturday Night Live? How much harassment is there? Constant harassment based upon what? Comedy skits that could be interpreted as harassment. It is mean to the other party. An exaggeration of the normal, an exaggeration of what's actually happening. Yet they get away with it, right? Shouldn't they be blocked from being on the air because they are harassing and offending a group of people? Yet YouTube and Facebook seem like they can just get away with it, with just making judgments on what harassment is and what offensiveness is, when we all have the ability to hit that block button, don't we? Or turn the channel. Maybe that's the way TV gets away with it, and Saturday Night Live. You don't like Saturday Night Live? You know what? Turn the channel and watch Star Trek on another channel. You don't like YouTube? They'll block the content. When you could switch to another YouTube channel or another YouTube video, Facebook's the same. You don't like the content on Facebook? You don't like what someone posted? You block them. Tony blocked me. He didn't like my comments to him. That I kicked him off of. I was going to kick him off. Then I was thinking about it. Do I censor the guy at all, or should I just leave him go? I was trying to make that determination on my own. What's harassment? And I was almost going to let him go. I was going to tell him, shut up, lessen the content, lessen the vulgarities to people, and just comment. But you know, it's ironic that Facebook didn't block him for the obscenities he used. It's ironic that they didn't latch on to him and block him, where you guys could block them. So so that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say here's what happened. I read that person's commentary about YouTube. I read it and I took it inaccurately. I thought that the person worked for YouTube. That's what I really thought. So I read something into it that wasn't there. I misinterpreted something on social media. However, the content I think is still valid. And I'll play it again. Do you really want to see this? Do you want your daughter or your son to really see this? Where they might think in their mind, they'll think, this is kind of fun. Let me replicate this. Let me put the cat in the washing machine. They put the cat in the washing machine. And then the cat's trying to jump out. And then maybe they think, you know what, I want to close the lid and then open the lid and see if the cat's still going around in a circle. Open the lid, close the lid, open the lid, close the lid. Maybe the parent actually forgot to click the washing machine off. So when you close the lid, you know, with all today's washing machines, when you open the lid, the spin cycle stops and the water filling the tub, I think it stops. So maybe the parent has it in a mode that wasn't intended to be, but she lifted the lid up and it's still in its spin mode, all right? It's still in the spin mode. Some little kid sees this video that is still on YouTube, and it's still on this person's YouTube channel with the cat spinning around. So the kid puts the cat in the washing machine, closes the lid that the parent still has on the spin cycle, and then the motor turns on, and the cat is spinning around via the mechanical motor because the kid saw it on YouTube. He thought it was cute. So is that an appropriate video? You know, you cut mine off of Michelle Obama, my little skit of saying Michelle Obama is a guy, and then I got my Miller Zob video cut off because probably Miller, the big baby he is, complained about it, and it got thrown off. I got 2 warnings for YouTube, and yet the cat walking around in the washing machine that's okay, right? That is perfectly fine. That it could make a child do that. A couple of, let me see, any more comments on this? Let's see. You know what? I'm just going to harassing who. I just got here. Ren just got here, so I'm not going to go back to that. Play it again, Ren, if you missed it. And so I want to bring up my second topic. All right, this is kind of a funny one because you guys know Tony Moreno, moron, I call him, or no more Moreno. All right, this is what happened to him. I got on yesterday, and you remember I did this little thing. Let's kick Tony off of my channel, and I ran a little commentary, a little comedy. Of course, he didn't like the comedy that was run behind it. He didn't like it at all. So it's funny, at the end of it, I said I was going to block him. And like I said, I was trying to make this interpretation on my head. Do I really block him, or do I let him go on a little bit more? And if he gets vulgar to some more people, then maybe I'll make an interpretation. He was upset at me because you guys were making comments about Tony Moron, and he was getting upset, and he was saying Dave Darren doesn't admin his group enough. He should be cutting these people off. He wanted me to censor you guys and block you from commenting to Tony. That's what he wanted. So it's funny that so he's blocked me, but Adam, thanks Adam, who's watching tonight, actually put up some of the posts that Tony put out there about me on a page that I can no longer watch. So he says, "Hey everybody! By the way, if you look at, I don't know when Adam clipped this, but it was from 5 hours ago. That's what the little 5 hours says up here, and I think 2 people saw it. So Tony says that he's got thousands of visitors to his page, thousands of people that care about what he says. It's probably at one point he had thousands of people that hated what he said. He's probably got thousands of people that have blocked him." But he says he's still got people that view him, consider him relevant. So he's going to shout out this show is a show that people should boycott. Funny, right? So he says, "Hey everyone, this guy has had a show, invited me on the show because I knew a lot about UFOs that nobody knew. Then his members, you guys, after the show started trashing me. I think what we said is he didn't answer any of the questions. The questions that he did answer could have been points he pulled off of watching Ancient Aliens or going on YouTube and watching YouTube stuff. We heard nothing new from the guy. We heard a lot of song and dance. And if you heard me sing yesterday, I included the words song and dance in my singing Neil Diamond song to him. So he says, while the administrator, sat there and allowed them to trash me. I let him trash others. So, it was kind of a trashing back and forth. It wasn't really. It was people saying that they wanted more from Tony. 49 years in UFO research. And I don't think we learned anything. I don't think the only thing we learned is he knows how to use Skype. I think that's the only thing we learned. Did we learn anything at all? So you guys were further questioning about what did we learn from Tony. And then Tony came back and he was hostile. He was vulgar. He was rude. Yet, and I did monitor, so he's right about that because I did monitor. He says, while the administrator, sat there and I allowed the trashing back and forth both ways because you know what? People had an opinion about the interview. He had an opinion about the people that listened to the interview. In fact, he even said that the questions were hard. That's what he said. He said that the questions you guys gave him were horrible questions. Yet the critique from you guys to him is he didn't answer a single question. So why should you continue to ask him questions when the questions were never answered to begin with? So he keeps on going here. He says, because I wouldn't answer any of their stupid questions they asked. And I did ask him on one point. I said, you know what? If you're not getting the type of question you want to answer, tell me what you want to talk about. Give me an answer to a question you're not being asked. Just pretend the question was asked and answer a question that you want directed to you. Just pretend someone asked, even say the question. And then answer the question because you think it's a legitimate question that you're on this program to answer that no one's asked. And he still was clueless. Still clueless. And this guy, LOL, I guess, told me, Dave, I don't want to even read the rest of it. Except I will read the bottom of it. It was obvious to me that these were the children of the what is this word? I don't know all these guys here. Reticulums. Reticulums. Did he just call us all rectums? Is that what he called? Did he just call everyone that's a member of my group? Are we all rectums? Is that what he called us? We're all rectums. But if you read the rest of it, it's funny here. These were children of the reptilians species that breeded with humans. So we are breeded with humans. I don't know. What kind of bread were you? What did they use butter before they put the bread on top of us? Because bread will slip off. You have to put some oil or you have to put some butter on there. So the bread sticks to us before we were bred with humans. I think we were breeded with humans. We were breaded. I was breaded. I think I would look good in a breaded base, looking like a nice Italian type of meat that could be served on the dinner table. I think I would look good on top of a lasagna. Breaded, baked, fried. I think I would look great that way. So there we go. That's Tony's response that I can't view because he's blocked me. I think I had a second one here. I don't know if this was later or earlier. This was the mentality I had to deal with. Those morons here that had no idea about UFOs or his guest. See how low he is. I deleted all my postings off his site. He didn't go through all that effort. He blocked me, which automatically deletes all of the postings. So don't give me your effort of removing every single post. You did not delete all of my posts by going one by one by one by one. And he says, I wanted to tell them that they all had the traits of a species known as, here we go, he called us rectums again. I found out was Lucifer, the evil alien entity that is controlling humans. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the children of him. So we are all the children of Lucifer, but we were breaded. We were breaded. I wonder if we were on Lucifer's dinner table at one point. And we couldn't be digested. We are what was the line in A Christmas Carol? We were a piece of undigested potato. Unbelievable. So we have to say goodbye to Tony. Briggs says rectum bread. Yes, we were. We are rectum bread. According to Tony, we are rectum bread. And Curtis says, darn, I am only a human. How disappointing. I think actually at one point Tony said that he was not a human. I believe if I play the video back, I think he said he wasn't a human. Didn't he say that? Do any of you guys remember that? Children of the light. Allison says, I find a fine network or net-like structure. Oh, is this what a whatever it was? Not rectum, whatever it was. Zoology, the second stomach of the remnants, having the honeycomb-like structure, receiving food from the rumen and passing it to the... Wow, look at all that. I don't even feel like reading that. Richard says, I'm a demon, but you didn't have to tell us that. We all knew that without you telling us. So, that's kind of all I got for tonight. I just want to come on and talk to you about my interpretation, my misinterpretation, partially, of social media, where I thought someone actually worked for YouTube based upon reading the comment and the words. You got to watch what you read because it can be inaccurately interpreted by you. So when you judge something on social media, try to cross your I's and dot your T's, or is it the other way around? Right? And then, like I said, I still think the content I want to discuss tonight is still relevant. Do you really want to post a cat in the washing machine walking around to make sure that your kids accidentally see it and decided, oh, that's a cool experiment. And we got a little cat. And think of it this way, too. Think of it this way. If you weren't offended by that, and I don't get offended easily, that kind of threw me off to be a little bit upset with seeing that picture and that video and that GIF with YouTube allowing that. But think of it this way. Think about this. Suppose it was a front-loaded washing machine. The ones you open up from the front. That was the top-loading one with the cat walking around near the little thing that rotates back and forth, right? That was a top-loading. Suppose it was a front-loaded machine and someone stuck their baby infant into the front-loading washing machine. It was off. Kids in there walking around a little bit, and as the kid's walking, it's the front-loaded machine, so you know that there's those little things in it. There's little buffets that if you have a front-loading machine, you know that there's little things in there. They almost look like little paddles from boats. So if you press them, you can make the thing spin manually if you chose to do that. So no one's offended by the cat in the washing machine. But suppose it was a front-loaded washing machine and someone stuck their baby in there for a little fun video, right? Maybe the kid, because I heard one person say, I think the person that posted it came back like hours later. The person I read the thread and read their Facebook, this being the Facebook thing that I read, just to show you guys again. The person that actually posted this got on there and said that I posted this because this is something that my cat likes to do, jump in the washing machine and walk around. So she thought it was cute. When I interpret, I thought it was like animal cruelty to some degree and could be interpreted from a young kid to be watching that little spin thing and stick their family cat inside the washing machine, close the lid because the cat keeps jumping out, and the parent actually has it stuck on spin cycle accidentally, and the motor kicks on and the cat's in there with the motor spinning, right? So I'm sure, and so her defense was, oh, it's an innocent little thing. But how about this? How about someone that's got a kid and they leave the front load of the front-loading washing machine open, and a little infant who's just learning how to crawl has a habit, just like that cat had a habit of climbing into the washing machine. The little infant that's crawling, who for 5 seconds is not supervised by the parent, crawls into the washing machine periodically. And the parent thinks this is cute. Kids climbing into the washing machine. It's cute. Takes a picture of it. Turns it into a moving GIF with the kid now walking around in the washing machine. I'm not saying the washing machine turned on. I'm saying the kid with the door open is walking in the washing machine and making manually the things, what do they call that? The tank spin. And they think that's cute. How many people would not like that reported to YouTube and it gets thrown off of YouTube? I bet that gets thrown off of YouTube in a hurry. Little infant in a washing machine, front-loaded machine, making it manually spin around. I bet it go to the cat in the top-load washing machine running around. It'd be the exact same scenario, would it not? Wouldn't it be the exact same scenario? Cat in a top-load washing machine walking around, infant child in a front-load washing machine walking around. Same exact thing. How much hostility would there be for parents outraged at that? Absolutely outraged. Be thrown off of eBay in a hurry? The person would probably get thrown off of YouTube. Did I say eBay? Off of YouTube? And there we go. Curtis says they're probably making big money off that cat video, which is why they allow it. You know, I got to say, I wish there was another format. I moved off of Facebook because Facebook is worse than YouTube. I moved off of Facebook. The only thing I do on Facebook now is I post Facebook invites to the YouTube channel for the shows that I do. Beyond that, I don't use Facebook. Periodically, if I have a rant, and I just feel like it's more appropriate, easier to put it on Facebook instead of you guys having to click on the YouTube channel, I put it on Facebook. I think I'm going to stop doing that and just go solely with YouTube, with the exception of doing the event invites on Facebook. But Facebook is a real pain in the ass. They really are. They really are the people that go out there and they severely censor content. So I have nothing to do with Facebook whatsoever. To a limited degree, I do with the event invites. I'm now on YouTube. YouTube is a little bit better, but I'm not really sure how much better they are. I wish there was another format where I could do this show. I certainly can't do it on terrestrial radio because I've been fired from 4 terrestrial stations already for going over and above the content that they wanted me to provide to the customers, which are the people driving down the road, turning the dial. They didn't like my format, and the format that they didn't like is me bringing brand new music to you guys instead of playing Led Zeppelin's top hits, the 3 that you might hear, or AC and DC's the 2 top hits you might hear without any deep tracks. I used to go hunt for bands local in the area, and I would stick them in. I would be doing interviews as well with those bands. They didn't like that. I got thrown off the air on those 4 stations. I can't go back to terrestrial radio. I don't want to go back to terrestrial radio. It's a nightmare. It's censorship. A monkey can do what those disc jockeys do. A monkey could literally be trained to have a banana. I wanted to go into the studio one time dressed as a monkey with a banana and press the buttons on the music they wanted to play. And I wanted to put that on YouTube. That's what I wanted to do. Me as a DJ in a radio station dressed up like a monkey with a banana, using the tip of the banana to press the control board to play the music they wanted me to play. That's what I wanted to do. So that's the respect I've got for terrestrial radio. Let's see. Anything else? Let's see. Terry says, not what she said later. She said it was a GIF. It was a GIF. A moving GIF where things move. I showed you actually the moving GIF. Did you see that? You see before it moves, it says GIF. Wonder if I can replay it so you can see the word GIF. I think I can if I do this. If I loop it. Loop. There we go. You see it said GIF. So Terry, you're right. It was a GIF, but it was a moving GIF. And I don't understand if she said it was a GIF. It was a GIF. It wasn't her cat, but it was something she put on her YouTube channel. that she thought was appropriate content. A cat spinning around inside the washing machine. I think that's all I got for tonight. Let's see. Curtis says, with YouTube, I can cast you to my TV and watch you on my TV. Cool. Very cool. So you get to see me in full mode on a big screen TV. That's all I got tonight. What do I have? I think I got something coming on Tuesday night. Let me pull up my calendar here. Tuesday night, I don't think I do have anything. So I probably will just come on randomly on Tuesday because I'll charge up on Monday. Tomorrow, after having a horrible day at my day gig, I'll be wanting to blow off steam, and I'll do it on Tuesday. So I'll see you guys then. Don't forget, Thursday we're going to talk about mind control. I put out a poll out there. You guys all seem to be interested in talking about mind control. We're going to do that on Thursday. So I'll see you guys probably on Tuesday. Most definitely I'll see you guys on Thursday. And that's all I got. Allison says, I put it on Facebook. Okay, so you're obviously happy that you put it on Facebook. I'm assuming you mean the picture, the GIF, right? The cat in the washing machine. Allison, did you hear my commentary? If you just joined, I'll give you my commentary once again. And here we go. Here's my commentary. We see a cat inside the front load or the top loading washing machine. We see the cat moving around, frustrated, irritated because he's moving around. Or maybe he's playful and maybe likes chasing his tail. So maybe he's not. So maybe I can give you some slack on that one. But here's what I can't give you slack on. Kids imitate. Young kids imitate. If you get on YouTube, you get on Facebook, parents have the ability to block content with the parental control. They've got the ability to block it so their kids don't see certain things. I don't think that filter would block that cat walking around inside the top-loading washing machine. I don't think that would be blocked. I think that would get through their filtering system where it would not be blocked by people that have child content proofing on their social media, on the internet in itself. So it's going to get to a kid. Kid's going to say, and what are they great at? They're great at learning language. Why? Because they repeat. They're great at learning how to walk. Why? Because they repeat what they see. They'll see that if they're old enough to pick up the cat and stick it in the washing machine thinking it's cute and they want to repeat something that they saw, they'll stick the cat in the washing machine. The cat may try to get out of the washing machine by jumping. The little kid might think, this is cute. I want to lower the lid. I want to raise it. I want to see what he's doing. I want to lower it, raise it, see if he's now walking around like the video. He wants to see the video replicated. So he's watching the cat, and the cat doesn't do it. So he closes the lid, and then I said, some of the washing machines, and I've got one, if you close the lid and open the lid, close the lid, open the lid, it does two things. It'll stop the spin cycle from spinning. It'll stop the water from filling into the tub. Say someone, and I've got a coffee machine, by the way. The coffee machine, if I unplug it before it automatically shuts off, and I plug it in the morning, it's on the heating mode without water being in there. So it was shut off prematurely, so it's still thinking it's ready to engage in its next cycle. So a parent, lifts the lid when it was in spin cycle, not knowing it's still in spin cycle. If the lid's open, it's not spinning. The kid goes in to mimic the Facebook or YouTube thing he saw with the cat inside the top-loading washing machine, sticks the cat in there, closes the lid, which is already in its spin cycle mode. The motor turns on, and the cat then is in the middle of a spin cycle, spinning around. Instead of walking around like you think is so cute, he's now being spun around because someone saw that YouTube or Facebook GIF. Little kid thought it was cute. He decides to do it without his parents' supervision being there. And like I said this also, if you missed this, here's another thing. Suppose instead of being a top-load machine with a cat, it was someone that has a little child who's learning how to crawl, suddenly starting to walk a little bit, and has this habit of going into the laundry room, and the parent maybe has kept their eye off that child. We hear about people keeping their eye off their child for 2 seconds and it's in the pool and it's drowned. We hear about drowning incidents by a parent not watching their child, gets into the pool and it drowns. We hear that in Arizona all the time. There's one guy on a news program who said, watch your kids around water. He did it every single broadcast. So say we got a parent takes their eye off their child, and the child has a habit of going in and crawling into the opened front load washing machine. The front load washing machine, where the door opens in the front, the kid who now knows how to walk a bit has a habit of crawling into the washing machine, all right? He's small enough to fit in there. And he then starts to move almost like a treadmill for a hamster, right? He starts then starting to make the thing spin. Just like the cat inside the top load washing machine, you got the little infant child who now has moved from crawling to a little walk so he can get inside the front load washing machine. He's done it before. The parents seen him do it before. They thought this is cute. The kid's going in there. He's going to be he's going to be great at cleaning his clothes when he gets older. He's going to be great because look at him. He's in the washing machine already. How cute is that? So the person takes that video or turns it into a GIF of the kid in the washing machine making the thing spin. Just like the cat in the front top load, you got the kid in the front load. How many people are going to think that's cute? Or are they going to think that that's child abuse? They're going to call up or go on Facebook and cause a big stir over this. It's going to get blocked from Facebook, blocked from YouTube. And Child Protection is going to go to that parent's house and say, you're taking videos of your kid inside your front load washing machine. We're going to take your child away. You think that's going to be funny? So basically, I got to tell you, I didn't think that was particularly entertaining. I wouldn't put that on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel. I would not, because I would think that that's, to a degree, animal cruelty, or to a degree could be replicated by a child thinking it's cute, and then you end up with a cat that's now dead. So there's my point. That is my exact point, and I'm going to stick with it. Anyone make any comments beyond that? And Allison now does admit that she's the one that posted it. I only post to friends. All friends I have are adults. But do those adults have children? Here we go. Do those adults have children? Allison, I'm going to ask you this. All of your friends are adults. Okay, so they're adults. How old are they? I was looking at your picture. You seem to be maybe like 35, 40 years old or so. 35 or 40 years old. You may have a child who's fairly young. They see the video. You block them with the child-proof content so that they can't see adult content. They can't see pornography on there. You block that, all right? You block that. I don't think that video, that GIF, would have been blocked by that filter. I do not think it would have been blocked. So you got your young 3-year-old child, 4-year-old child, maybe strong enough, tall enough to get on a little ladder that happens to be near your washing machine. And they grab the family cat trying to mimic that video, that GIF. They stick the cat in there. And like I said, Allison, suppose you're one of the people who, like I said, my coffee machine, this happens. This happened. I'll give you 2 situations of how this could happen. Where the washing machine, the kid decides to close the lid, and the thing is inadvertently on spin cycle, and the mechanical device engages and the tub spins with the cat in it because your kid wanted to mimic something that you posted on Facebook or YouTube. Here's 2 situations where that could happen. And I'll give you 2 precise examples. I gave you one earlier. My coffee machine in the morning. You press the button, you put the coffee in there, you press the button, and it makes the coffee. It heats up the coffee. It takes the water and puts it through the filter and the coffee and makes the coffee. If I unplug it prematurely, it retains the mode where it thinks that there's water in there, and it's still making coffee. In the morning, if I happen to plug that on, if I had a little kid in the house and he decided to help out daddy and plug that in without water being in there, I think it would probably shut off eventually. But the point remains, if I had a little kid trying to make daddy coffee in the morning and he plugs the coffee machine in, it's going to think it's in its last cycle when it was prematurely unplugged, and is going to run coffee like there's water in there and coffee and the filter and all that. Here's another situation. I was living in Delaware. First house I bought, and I had a girlfriend who was she was making curry, all right? And this is more dangerous. Here we go. Here's where I got to tell you where the washing machine could be left on. Close the lid, and it's in its spin cycle, and the cat's there spinning around, all right? It could happen. How likely is it to happen? You can make that determination, all right? But here's another thing that happened. I had a girlfriend in there making curry. put a pot on the range. It was an electric range, by the way, an electric range. She put curry on the range, making curry. There was an electrical storm, thunder and lightning storm. You know what? The electricity went out. The electric range went out. The red filament turned black because the electric was out. It wasn't warming up the curry. You know what she did? She went to school. She was a student learning English as a second language. She went. First house I owned. Fortunately, it was only 30 minutes later I came home. You know what happened in that 30 minutes? Electricity turned back on. The range turned back on. The thing turned red. Heating elements turned red. They're heating up the curry. The curry evaporated. And there's smoke throughout the entire house. Smoke alarms went off. Smoke in the entire house. If I was a couple hours later, I don't know, maybe the house would have caught on fire. I don't know. But my point is a valid point. You put stuff out there on YouTube or Facebook. You think it's all well and cute. Some little kid goes out and he mimics what he sees, sticks the cat in the washing machine. The washing machine was prematurely taken out of its spin cycle. The lid opened. The little kid puts the lid down because the cat's trying to jump out. Cat's spinning around in the spin cycle. You think it's funny? You think it's cute? Sorry, I don't think it's cute. I don't. And like I said, I've been blocked on YouTube. This whole thing started because I said I've been blocked on YouTube. I think that should have been blocked. Now, you said it was on Facebook. Should have been blocked, or you should take it down. I noticed it was still on there. Allison says, you think I overthink things. You know what? So what I overthink things. That's what I do for a living. I overthink things. And all of our what-ifs most likely never materialize. I don't know. I just don't like seeing the cat in the washing machine. All right? I just don't like seeing that because some cats can't get out of there because there's a lid on. You know, there's the lid on the washing machine, but there's also the little lip around the washing machine, right? Makes it harder for the cat to jump out of there. So why would the cat be in there? Now, if the cat jumps in there on its own, then I guess you could say the cat jumps in there on its own, thinks it's fun, and he jumps out of there every single time. Suppose your kid sticks them in there. You know, I got to stick to my point. And I'm going to stick to my point. I didn't like it. I did not like it. Terry agrees with me. Nothing cute. Nothing cute. I'll post it again. You think this is cute? Do you really, really think this is cute? Should I put it in its loop mode so you get the idea here that I don't think it's cute? And by the way, my wife didn't think it was cute either. She came in here, she saw it. I tried to not show it to her. I tried to blip it off when she came in the room, and she saw it. She said, "Oh my God, that's not. What is that? That's not funny. That's not cute." She didn't like it, and she's tolerant as well. I didn't think this is cute because, like I said, there's a lid. It's a washing machine that's got. It looks like it's a well-maintained washing machine, which means the washing machine works. So the lid could close on this cat. And the cat could be stuck in there. First of all, the cat could be stuck in there, right? The kid, how intelligent are kids nowadays? They're going to copy things. The lid's going to close, and the kid's not going to maybe tell mommy that I put the cat in the washing machine, and the cat was walking around the washing machine, and I forgot to tell you until 4 hours later, mommy, where's Kitty? Where's Kitty? And then mommy's going to say to the kid, where's Kitty? Where's Kitty? And then the kid's going to say, Wawa machine, Wawa machine. The parent's going to say, Wawa, the washing machine, what? In the back, so the parent's going to go looking in the back of the washing machine, on the top of the washing machine. Finally, she's going to open the lid of the washing machine. And the cat now, 4 hours later, has been in the washing machine, maybe dead. I don't know. I don't think it was funny. I'm sorry. I'm not. Why am I saying I'm sorry? I'm not sorry. I did not like that content. You should take it off. In my opinion, you should take that content off. I didn't like it. I personally didn't like it. Take it off. I noticed it was still there a little while ago. Even though there was commentary about it, I saw that it was still there. Today's the 15th, so let me pull this up so I can say goodbye to you guys with Song and Dance of the Dave Darren Show. Any more commentary? Okay, so we're going to have all these excuses now from Allison. We're going to have all these excuses, okay? A cat chasing its tail in the washing machine with a kid that stuck the cat in the washing machine, closed the lid on the washing machine so the cat would stay in there because the cat kept trying to jump out of the washing machine. 4 hours later, the kid tells mommy, "Oh, kitty, wah-wah machine, wah-wah machine." 4 hours later, and the cat's still in the washing machine, probably not chasing his tail after 4 hours. So a cat chasing his tail. Yes, the cat's chasing his tail in the washing machine. You happen to think that's cute and could be copied. Puppies do it all the time. They chase their tails. I don't think I've seen a video of a cat chasing his tail. Okay, so do you think it's cute to put a puppy inside of a dumpster that's big enough to have a puppy and have the puppy chase his tail in the dumpster? You think that's cute? You think that's cute as well? Because that would be the equivalent. You put a dog, which can't fit in the washing machine. It's a little mini chihuahua or something like that. But you take a regular size 30-pound dog or so. I think it's cute to put it in a dumpster and have the dog run around the dumpster because it's shaped like a circle. It's not the square one. It's a round dumpster, which I've never seen a round dumpster. But just the dog likes to chase his tail. You think it's cute? You put the dog inside the dumpster, which is a round dumpster. He's chasing his tail in a circle inside the dumpster. You think that's cute as well? Do you really think that that is also equally cute? Do you think that's cute? And Allison, she says she's had cats since she was 3 years old. So fortunately, at the age of 3, you weren't on social media to see your grandmother because social media didn't exist then. But your grandmother maybe would have seen a video of a cat in a washing machine, taken that GIF, which didn't exist because things didn't exist that long ago, and put it up on social media. For a young Allison at 3 years old to see that social media, the cat there, put their family cat inside the washing machine. Cat kept trying to jump out of the washing machine. So young Allison at 3 years old decided, I want to see the cat stay in the washing machine. Kitty keeps jumping out of the washing machine. Closes the lid. How much of an attention span do 3-year-old kids have? How much of an attention span? And maybe closing the lid was easy, but opening the lid for a 3-year-old kid would be more of a challenge. They may not be able to know how to open that lid. So the lid's closed. And then what does the kid with a 3-year-old attention span do? Climbs down off the ladder, which they use a little tiny ladder to put the cat inside the washing machine. Climbs down the ladder, goes and plays with his toys. 4 or 5 hours later, Mom's going to come to little Allison and say, "Where's Kitty Cat? Where's Kitty Cat?" And Allison at 3 years old already knows how to speak. She says, "Wah-wah machine, wah-wah machine." Young Allison's mother goes to the washing machine, looks in the back of it, looks on the top of it, doesn't see the cat, sees the lid of the washing machine closed, opens the lid and the cat's in there. 4 or 5 hours later, potentially dead. Potentially dead. Yet Allison still thinks this is cute. You still think this is cute, and there's still excuses here, right? So Allison says, "No, but I taught my cat at the time how to use the toilet at 3. You know, I don't need any more excuses, Allison. I said my piece. I don't think it was cute. I don't think it's, Allison also says, puppies do it all the time, chase their tail. I said, okay, so how about we put up a GIF where somebody puts a puppy inside of a round dumpster, if you can find a round dumpster, because the dog likes chasing his tail. We put the dog in the dumpster. We take a video of that, convert it into a GIF, put it on Facebook or social media, and we see if that's cute. All right, we got the dog chasing his tail inside of a dumpster. All right, and then after that, what we do then is we take a video of someone who has a child, little infant, finally 3 years old, is starting to walk instead of crawling, kind of stumbles when they walk, but it likes to go into the laundry room. The laundry room is an interesting place for a little kid. It's closed, it's small, the kid's small. He likes the laundry room because it's small, it's comfortable, he feels safe in the laundry room. He goes in there, parent has seen him going to the laundry room a lot of times, and they leave the washing machine door open, it's a front load, and they notice the kid likes to go inside the washing machine. The parent then decides to take a picture of the child inside the washing machine because it's cute. Oh my God, the parent today just saw Alice's picture or GIF of the kitten inside the washing machine running around. So the parent with the front load washing machine today, after seeing Allison had that on there, decides to take a picture of her child, her infant child, inside the front load washing machine. How many parents would be outraged with that? How many parents would think, oh, that's cute. The little 2 or 3 year old kid is inside of the washing machine at mommy's house. How many parents would think that that's cute? How many, Allison, how many people would think that that's cute? And I that's all I got. That's all I got. Allison, make all the excuses you want. I don't take any of your excuses as valid. That's all I got. I will see you again on Tuesday and Thursday. Probably Tuesday, most definitely Thursday. And that's all I got to say. I don't accept Allison's excuse that that's cute, and that puppies do it all the time, chasing their tail, and the cat was in there chasing his tail, and that's all well and good and cute. Think of the consequences, potential consequences, as few and far between as they may be. There's still consequences that could occur. I don't take the excuse. I don't take it. It's an invalid excuse. Don't give me any more excuses, because I'm not going to monitor them either. See you guys. Cheers. If I could find my goodbye song. Here we go.
Do you know the Dave Darren Show?
Hot enough to boil a monkey's bum.
Who the fuck is Dave Darren?
Who the fuck is Dave Darren?
Are you a puffed up?
He used to be on terrestrial radio, but he got fired.
It's over. Don't you think it's over?
I'll spit, I'll spit, I'll spit.
Who the fuck is Dave Darren?
Here comes the boss fella now.
Dave Darren.